Hey traders, Raghee here, and in this recap video I want to talk about the power of retracements, the power of understanding retracements in a trending environment. So first of all, let's talk about what pullbacks and bounces and retracements or corrections really are, or when that even verbiage is appropriate. Now again, this may not be the way you use these words, but just for the purposes of our conversation here, let's just suspend disbelief, or start with a fresh mind, a beginner's mind, and go, okay, what is a correction? What is a retracement? Well, to me, those words, pullback, retracement, correction, those are all words that should be used in a trending market. So our first job as traders is to ask ourselves something that Charles Dow would have asked us, which is, which one of the four market trends are we moving in? So let's talk about gold here, because gold, silver, and bonds had interesting moves that I want to talk about, and we're going to dive into them more in the premium video, but it's really important to me that everybody here in the recap video at least get a taste of what we're doing. And that is, when I see consistent green grab candles, what I'm looking at is a market that's essentially, what I kind of say is rolling higher. As long as these green grab candles keep coming back to key levels, test the wave, test moving averages, it's just kind of rolling higher. The general direction of the market is up. So if I know I've got an uptrend, then that means every one of these moves to the downside, so let's just imagine every one of these downside corrections is an opportunity to play, you guessed it, a correction, a retracement. This is a market coming back to, some people call that reverting to the mean. So whatever words you use, I don't mind it with the word you use, but when are you deploying this particular strategy, and how do you define the environment? For me, it's predominantly green grab candles, and it is consistent support at moving averages, Darvis levels, or the 34 EMA wave itself. So you can imagine now what I'm about to say about this area right here. You bet. I'm looking for the market to come back down to that reversion to the mean. To me, that's retracement to the 34 EMA wave. So just keep with the green grab candles and be opportunistic on the move lower. And I want to contrast this with something that a lot of traders tend to do, and I want to really share with traders that in the context of a trend, this is what you don't do. Buy new highs. There are very, very, very rare exceptions to this. This is not one of them. We do not want to buy, as a habit, new highs. Now, there are some times where here's a new high and it actually worked, right? Here's a situation we punched up to a new high and it fell. Here's a situation, high, oh, is this working? No, right? There are times that it might work, but I think for the most part, it's a very random thing, and if you are going to play momentum through certain levels, let it be important levels, like through a Darvis resistance level, through a 200 EMA, that's a propulsion dot you see right there, through these key moving averages. Let it be through a key level. So if you wanted to play momentum, let this be the reason for the buy, because you've taken out a resistance level right in here. So don't buy new highs, wait for the correction lows. And when do you want to look for those corrections? In an environment where the markets are trending higher. Let the grab candles be your guide. Let the wave be how you define a correction or a reversion to the mean, and take a look at markets that are predominantly trending, like silver. This is not as good a trend, but it's still predominantly green, and like bonds. And while everyone else is panicking, you're going to do what? You're going to say, you know what? Thank you, reversion. Thank you, retracement. Thank you, correction, whatever you want to call it. Thank you for the correction down to a level where I can manage a better risk reward, and I'm not out on a limb buying a higher high. Okay? And that's what's happening across a lot of markets right now. Think about how you define a trend, how you define those retracements, and take a look at these three markets. I'll see you in the next update.